Good morning, students. In chapter number 15, today we will discuss about the India's foreign relations. My dear students, foreign policy is very important for every country. So, what do you mean by the foreign policy? Foreign policy general objectives that guide the activities and relationship of one state in its interactions with other states. The development of foreign policy is influenced by domestic considerations, the policies or behavior of other states, or plan to advance specific geopolitical designs. If we're talking about the India's foreign policy, the India's foreign policy is fundamentally based on the principles of peaceful coexistence, friendship, and cooperation among all the countries of the world, respective of their political system. My dear students, the Jawaharlal Nehru was the chief architect of foreign policy. So let's discuss some basic features of India's foreign policies. The basic features of Indian foreign policy are: first, non-alignment movement. The non-alignment movement was formed during the Cold War. Non-aligned movement of states considering themselves not formally aligned with or against any major power bloc. The next feature of foreign policy is regional cooperation, then friendly coordinates with neighbors, belief in United Nations and aligned movement, then promotion of world peace, anti-racism. Basically, racism means the belief that some races of people are better themselves or than others, or unfair ways of treating people of different races. So, anti-racism means the policy or practice of opposing racism and promoting racial tolerance. Now, next feature is anti-colonialism and anti-imperialism. People who categorize themselves as anti-imperialist often state that they are opposed to colonialism, colonial empires, imperialism, and territorial expansion of a country beyond established borders. The meaning of imperialism is to create an empire by conquering the other states' lands and therefore increasing its own dominance. Colonialism is the builders and preserver of the colonial possessions in an area by population coming from a foreign region. Now, last one is Panchshil. Panchshil means 5 principles. Example: mutual respect for each other's territorial integrity and sovereignty, mutual non-aggression, mutual non-interference of each other's internal matters, equality and mutual benefits, and peaceful coexistence. These are 5 principles under the Panchshil. So that is the basic features of India's foreign policies. Now, challenges to Indian democracy. My dear student, 15th August 1947 marked the end of colonial rule of India, and the country found itself standing on the threshold of a new era. Within the task was to build a strong nation. While India found itself independent from the British, it was still to find independence from social, economic, and political problems that hindered India's growth story. My dear student, the extreme poverty, millions of refugees and empty coffers created a decline situation for the newly formed independent country. What do you mean by the extreme poverty? At the time of independence, the incidence of poverty in India was about 80% or about 250 millions. Famine and hunger pushed India to take external help for its food security. That type of problem was faced by the newly independent country like India. Millions of refugees. That is another problem. Partition was marked with large-scale communal violence. Partition not only led to the division of assets but also created huge refugees crisis also. Empty coffer. Empty coffers means empty treasure. No money at all at the time of independence. Besides its, the Indian state was short of everything like food to medicines, from industry and infrastructure to skilled manpower, and from housing to education facilities, and caste system and social evils were hampering the progress of our country. Dear students, we have solved many issues, but poverty, illiteracy, and poor health continue as the biggest threat to the peace and progress of our country. So that's the challenge of Indian democracy. The last topic of this chapter is India Vision 2020. What is India Vision 2020? India Vision. A Vision for the New Millennium is a book written by late former President of India, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam and Dr. Y.S. Rajan. It also tells about Kalam's ideas for future India or developing India. The book offers a vision of how India can emerge to be among the world's top our economic power by the year 2000. My dear students, it's a dream of all Indians that India should emerge as a vibrant and dynamic country and make great progress in all fields. Better quality of education is required at all levels, from basic illiteracy to high-tech science and technology. Raising of agricultural productivity and industrial quality. Spurring growth of IT and biotechnology. Improving health and nutrition. Tackling issues related to population growth, energy and water conservation. Of course, peace and security are required. But that is the India Vision 2020. My dear students, chapter is over and history is also over. We have completed the part history. In the next video, we will discuss the next chapter from civics, chapter number 19, the union government, the executive. Thank you and have a nice day.